to imagine that this is Cartagena. Wow, that's the only word I can tell you, just wow, because this place is really, really beautiful. Good morning and welcome back to Cartagena, Colombia. This is a beautiful city with some incredible places to visit. We're gonna explore some local neighborhoods here in Cartagena. We're just gonna go ahead and see what there is around here, see what life is like here in the city. I don't really have any concrete plan. Today is just a day of chilling, walking around the city and getting to know it a little better. So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and get started in this beautiful city. Welcome to one of the craziest and biggest local markets I have been to in my life. This place is insane. This place is the Mercado de Bazurto. And from what I've seen so far, they're selling a lot of clothes, but I'm curious to see what else we can see is being sold in this market. It's crazy big, like it is so massive. It's honestly one of the biggest markets I've been to in my life. So let's go ahead, let's go see more of the market and let's see what is actually being sold here. We've come to the fresh produce section of the market. And let me first tell you, this is easily one of the dirtiest and messiest markets I have been to in my life. Like, I've been to a lot of markets here in Latin America. Yes, they're not the cleanest, right? You've got trash everywhere, you know, but this place literally looks like it's crumbling. I'm telling you, like, there are cement blocks that have fallen from the ceiling on the ground. I don't know how long this market has been around, but let me tell you, it has probably been around for a long time and it hasn't been maintained well, because it literally looks like the market's about to come crumbling down any second. It just looks old, it looks worn down, there's so much trash everywhere, and I don't know if anybody cleans it up. It's just a very, very messy market. Produce here is incredible. They've got literally everything, potatoes, coconuts, and one thing I'm really noticing, plantains. Plantains are a big thing here on the Caribbean coast, and of course Cartagena is no different. You're gonna have some incredible selection of plantains here in the market. Honestly, mind-boggling how much variety they have here, but you've got so much fresh produce, it makes up for the messiness of the market. But definitely a great glimpse into the local life. Come here in the morning, you'll see people bargaining, you'll see locals buying their vegetables and fruits for the day. It's a pretty incredible local experience here in Cartagena. I think this here is the fish section. It smells a bit fishy, but I think we've come a little bit too late. I think all the fish has mostly been sold out. There are still some fish left, but for the most part, you can tell the fish has mostly been sold out. So you want fish? Come early in the morning. Definitely, we've come a little bit too late to see all the fish, fresh fish here in the market. I always love coming to the local markets, and I have to say, that is a crazy market. It is big, it is massive. It's just really messy and really dirty. Not the greatest, cleanest market I've been to, but definitely a great glimpse into the local life here in Cartagena. Definitely a great glimpse into the way people live, into what people buy, into the fresh produce that the Colombian Caribbean coast has to offer. Definitely a nice way to start off our very chill day here in Cartagena. Welcome to the district of Manga, literally right next to the market. Just like a 5-10 minute walk away, you get to this beautiful part of Cartagena where literally it's a pretty residential area. Look at all the apartments around me. If you want to buy property here in Cartagena, this is actually a really popular place to buy property. I mean, look at the condo that's right behind me over here. There's schools, there's clinics, there's restaurants. It's kind of like a nice residential area, and most of the people who are walking around here right now are all locals who probably live in this area. You've also got a lot of very old houses, like the ones right behind me, as you can probably tell. Those are houses that have been here long before these condominiums have been built, and they've still been around, and a lot of them actually have been converted into like medical clinics, mostly for the people who are living inside the condominiums. But what's really interesting about this place is that not only is it a bunch of condominiums that are really, really nice, you've also got a lot of very, very interesting old architecture. And the houses here, some of the really old houses, are built in like an old European style that is really, really unique. So let's go ahead, let's walk around Manga a little bit more, and let's go ahead and just explore this area because it is a very, very nice part of town. What really strikes me as interesting in Manga is the contrast between the old and the new. Like, look at this nice yellow house behind me. Beautiful old, sort of got like a European charm to it. It's got a balcony, really, really nice. And then if you look farther back, you've got like a modern condo, or over there, a modern condo that probably hasn't been around for more than like 15 years. It's crazy. It's just so jarring to see these like short, traditional old buildings. They're yellow in color, really cute, really nice. And then these like beautiful, big, white condominiums. Interesting vibe, very, very interesting, but definitely kind of like a whiplash between seeing these two types of architecture here in Manga. Now, of course, Manga is a great little cute neighborhood where a lot of people stay, but it's also along the coast. And when I mean coast, I mean all of Cartagena is kind of along the coast. Different regions of Cartagena will be either out on the ocean side or they'll be sort of inside in where like the little coves are. And Manga here is located within one of the little coves, so it's not the direct Caribbean Sea right out into the open. It's sort of protected by the other parts of land around Cartagena. Now, this boardwalk extends for quite a while. It probably takes you about, I want to say maybe about 20 minutes to walk down the entire boardwalk of Manga, but it is beautiful. You've got these skyscrapers, as you can see, all the apartment buildings and complexes, the condos all in the back. My only complaint is, unfortunately, however, this is not exactly the cleanest place, and you can probably tell why. First off, the water, it's kind of clear, but it's kind of gray, and especially after having been to Tayrona, that doesn't really compare. On top of that, I mean, look right here, you can literally see the amount of trash that is sort of collected. I mean, bottles, little like plastic spoons, straws, things like that. It's really poorly maintained, very poorly protected, and nobody is here cleaning up the trash. If they did clean it up, this would be such a nice place with so much potential. Not saying it's not beautiful now, it just could be so much more beautiful with a bit of cleanup here in Manga. Once you keep walking along the boardwalk, you get to this incredible place. Let me tell you, Cartagena may not have the clearest water or the best beaches, but the views, I'm impressed. Welcome to the Fort of San Sebastian. Designed in 1714 and finished construction in 1744, and it was a fort designed to protect the entrance into Cartagena. And if you think about it, we are at a very strategic position, being literally right at the edge of Manga, literally right at the corner of it, means that the fort is sort of this this weirdly angled fort where you get access to protect the ocean out there. The fort is really old. It's like it's almost 300 years old. If you think about that, that is extremely, extremely old. You can still see the cannons that they used to fire against the enemy. Look at how big these cannons are. Still put on these old wooden carts, and they would fire off into the distance for any ships that would come into the Cartagena harbor. The main area where like the barracks are and where the artillery was, it's now a restaurant, so they've really modernized it. I don't know why there's not that many people, but this place is beautiful. I absolutely love it, and you can literally see the skyline of Cartagena right behind me. This is the Castle of San Felipe, built hundreds and hundreds of years ago by the Spanish. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna see, but I do know that there is a lot of history in this place that's really interesting. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hike up. You can see there's a long walkway that zigzags all the way to the top of the castle, and it should give us an incredible view of Cartagena moving forward. Here at the castle, they have free public bathrooms. You got a women's toilet, male's toilet. That's included in your price. But the funny thing is, this used to be the place where they would store cannons. This would be the storage place for artillery. And now they've turned it into a bathroom. So what is the history of this castle? This castle that is probably one of the biggest tourist attractions here in Cartagena. This was originally built by the Spanish. So this is a Spanish castle, which is why it's actually quite similar to the Spanish castles you see a lot in Latin America. The sort of fortifications, the big cannons, classic type of castle built by the Spanish in order to protect the city of Cartagena. And if you look at it, we are very strategically located, and the reason for that is because we are on a hill, and this hill is called the San Lázaro Hill. This is the strategic point from which you want to fire on any enemies that are entering through here. Now, who were they actually firing upon? They were firing on the French and the English, who were trying to take over Cartagena as well, because this is a very strategic location. If you think about it, you're right on the Caribbean coast. It's actually a UNESCO heritage site because of the history here, and built by Spanish officers who wanted to protect the city of Cartagena. And from here, you really see the strategic importance of the castle right on top of the hill, looking all over the land around this area. Cartagena may have a lot of tourists, and Cartagena may not have the best beaches, but I've said this over and over again, especially when we were in Manga, the views of the city, that is something that you just can't beat here in Cartagena. The water, the roads, the city in the background, it is one of the best views, I have to say, in this entire area. I mean, wow. That's the only word I can tell you, just wow, because this place is really, really beautiful. There was literally a big stroke of lightning that just crossed the sky, so I don't know how long we have before it starts pouring. So we better get down from the castle as soon as we can. Well, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but oh wow, it is raining now. There's a raindrop right here on the camera, and that's just what happens in Cartagena. I think during the day it's great, it doesn't rain, and then once the sun sets, this place rains. And it was raining heavy yesterday, it's raining now. So my suggestion to you is, if you're gonna visit Cartagena, do it in the morning, do all your exploring in the morning. That's when the skies are clear, because once the afternoon hits, it gets cloudy, and then by like 5 p.m, right now it's like 6 p.m, it starts raining, and then you don't get to do anything. But that is going to be the end of this video anyways. What an incredible day here in Cartagena, exploring first off the market. I have seen markets in the Philippines, in Peru, in Mexico, in El Salvador. Like, I've seen a lot of Latin American markets. I've seen markets all around the world. That just is a dirty market. There's no other way to describe it. But still an incredible market, still an incredible glimpse into local life. Then of course walking around Manga, walking around the boardwalk, visiting the little fort there, and then finally ending it here at the Castle of San Felipe. What an amazing day, and the views all throughout the day have just been incredible, from the boardwalk in Manga to this beautiful castle here in the middle of Cartagena. This city is so beautiful. It is honestly impressive how beautiful this city is. If you have enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. What an amazing, incredible day it has been. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video here from the beautiful city of Cartagena, Colombia. Bye guys.